Where is the good life? Ramaphosa confronted by angry crowd. Imagine a sitting president stepping out of a high-level parliamentary meeting only to be greeted not by cheers, but by rage. Screams echo through the air. Where is the good life you promised us? President Cyril Ramaphosa stood still, shocked, cornered, and visibly shaken as an angry crowd descended on him with raw frustration. What was meant to be a routine political engagement turned into a public reckoning. And it all unraveled on camera. This is not just political theater. This is a breaking point, for the people and for a presidency that once carried the weight of hope. Earlier that day, President Ramaphosa attended a closed-door parliamentary briefing addressing the current state of the economy, service delivery, and energy reform. The president's tone was firm. He assured MPs that progress is being made, listing figures, targets, and timelines. But what happened after the meeting completely overshadowed the statements made inside those walls. As Ramaphosa exited the Parliament precinct in Cape Town, a crowd, many of them unemployed youth, frustrated community leaders, and struggling citizens, had gathered outside. Their chants began softly. But as the president approached, they exploded into fury. Where is the good life you promised us? The phrase wasn't just a spontaneous shout, it became a chorus of disillusionment. People waved placards saying, "Jobs, not excuses. We voted for change, not chains. Power cuts, no water, no future." The irony was chilling. The very man who once spoke of a new dawn was now being called out in broad daylight for what many say has become a deepening crisis of leadership and delivery. This wasn't the first time President Ramaphosa faced public backlash, but the raw intensity of this moment sent shockwaves through political circles. Sources close to the presidency revealed that he was deeply unsettled by the confrontation and had to be whisked away under heightened security protocols. Because this wasn't just about electricity, or food prices, or unemployment. It was about broken trust. The promise of a better life for all, once the cornerstone of the ANC's moral authority, now rang hollow in the streets where ordinary South Africans are barely surviving. Social media exploded within minutes. Hashtags like #WhereIsTheGoodLife and #Ramaphosa must answer trended across platforms. TikTok videos of the incident racked up thousands of views, showing a president trying to remain composed amid a storm of public outcry. Even opposition leaders seized the moment. Julius Malema posted, "This is what happens when lies meet reality. The people are awake. And they're done waiting." The noise was deafening, and the message unmistakable. Let's break down what really stings. Youth unemployment sits above 60% in some provinces. Load shedding remains a daily disruption. Water cuts in towns like Gioni and Makanda have become the norm. Corruption cases continue to pile up with little consequence. Meanwhile, the good life that was promised in speech after speech feels like a cruel illusion for millions of citizens still stuck in poverty, watching the rich get richer. People are no longer content with polished speeches. They want answers. They want change. And they want it now. This viral confrontation was more than just an angry moment outside Parliament. It was a symptom of a deeper wound, one that words can no longer heal. Cyril Ramaphosa, once celebrated as the leader who would cleanse the ANC and bring dignity back to the presidency, is now facing the harshest critics of all, the very people who once believed in him. That's the question South Africa is now demanding answers to, loudly, urgently, and without apology. Do you think Ramaphosa has delivered on his promises? Or has the new dawn become a dark cloud over South Africa's future? Let's talk in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more real, unfiltered stories from the heart of South African politics.